Pisces Aries, welcome to your monthly reading. This is going to be for November, and today we're taking a look at a connection that you're dealing with or are going to deal with in the future. And keep in mind this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, you can always check your individual signs, but if it does, feel free to give it a like, subscribe, and a comment. I would greatly appreciate it because that really helps the channel to grow. And considering that this is a love reading and there are two sides and there are a lot of people with Pisces, Aries in their chart, the roles could totally be reversed, okay? So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And before we get into it, I was getting a weird message. First of all, I was getting that life is good, okay? But then it got a little deeper and a little more specific, because it was like the whole world around you was crumbling. I even saw like someone dancing in the rain. So it's like the whole world around you, it's dark, it's full of darkness, but life is good. Like, you don't care. Your life is good, you're in a very good place. It's like you have your own world constructed around you, and you don't let anyone in that will burn it down, that will take that happiness from you. And that actually makes a lot of sense considering you have this isolation and alignment. I was getting like illumination. And in a way it is, because I feel like you are a light in the dark world. That could definitely be how this person sees you, especially having true love and wedding. Especially if you're married to this person, they may not be going through a very easy path, and you're definitely a light. It's like your smile, your happiness, your sweetness definitely brightens their day. You bring a lot of light into their life. And I just heard that Haley Steinfeld and, I don't know the other guy, but it's color. You bring color to my life, you know? Definitely check that song out because it's coming. So yeah, I really I just see you being so happy and different. Is that thing, the world could be ending and you wouldn't give a shit. You're in your best life, you know? You don't really care what is happening in the world around you, and that could be literally like the corona. I don't feel like you don't care about the corona, but it's like you're not going to let that stop you from living. You're not going to let that make you depressed and miserable. You have things to be happy, you have things to be grateful for, so why be in that place of sadness? I really like that energy. Ooh, Two of Cups, yeah, definitely. A lot of love between the two of you. And I do feel like someone may have turned a little bit cold, and the relationship, I don't feel like it was because of the relationship or because there is lack of love or something like that. I do feel like something happened, and it put the relationship to a test. But you didn't see that as a test. You just see that as, okay, that's something that we're gonna get through that. It's just a little block in the road, you know? Just a little challenge that we'll easily overcome because our love is strong. I just see you so confident and so free, you know? And I do feel like whatever you're going through, or whatever this person is going through, because I feel like it's something more personal to them, and not really the relationship. So they could have lost a job or a family member, something like that. And that is definitely a challenge and is definitely transforming the relationship to something way better. If you're not married to this person, if you're just in a committed relationship, you could actually get proposed soon. And because of this. Because they really realize how much color you bring into their life. Okay, so in the past we have Six of Swords. Current situation, Three of Swords, makes total sense with what I was saying. And Hermit for the month of November. So definitely something happened. And this Six of Swords, I'm seeing like either you moving in together or someone walking away, someone leaving, not related with a relationship. But again, it could be that person that died, or someone, it could have been, for others of you, it could have been like a really good friend walking away, like the friendship ending, something that brought a lot of pain. And the pain is here now, but I don't see you getting too affected by it, to be honest. Because I feel like you are already in this hermit position, could definitely be dealing with a Virgo, but I see you already being in this hermit position, this calmness, this everything's gonna be okay, this alignment, right? And you just being very cool with it. And your person, I feel like throughout the month of November, they are going to start realizing that and start being like, okay, everything is gonna be just fine. You could have, I'm getting specifically that for some of you, you could have lost a house, and that really affected that person. You not so much. Again, I just see you like problems don't get to you. You know, it's really interesting how you deal with the problems. You see that has a challenge, not has a test, has a life lesson, or you could see, but it's not has a heavy thing. You see it has, okay, what can I learn from here? How can I solve this? You see that has a problem to solve. You know? Nine of Cups, yeah. Five of Wands. Okay, let me actually pull your person cards. So we have Six of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and Four of Pentacles. They are definitely trying to balance their lives here. And it's not that they don't know how they feel about you, but they sort of numbed that so they wouldn't feel any pain. It's like any feeling that they had overall, they totally stopped feeling. So they wouldn't feel that pain. And now that pain is here again, especially when I do see you being a little bit caught up by things. It's like, so far, everything looks fine. You're not really caught up by problems. You always see that has a challenge. It has something that you're going to easily overcome. But it is, I feel like it is going to come to this point where you may not feel like that. And you may fall down a little bit. And that is when this person sort of wakes up and is like, oh, okay, wait. Maybe I do need to be there for Pisces Aries too. And so I feel like they will start to create a solid foundation. They will start feeling again. They will start remembering why they are alive. They will start remembering what it's like to love. And I feel like they will start creating this really solid foundation to grab you and to be there for you. And I feel like this hermit, and it's actually curious because I'm getting retreat kind of energy, where it's the two of you. It doesn't care what is happening around the world, but the two of you is what creates stability. And I feel like you're starting to go into isolation and alignment, into that illumination, right, in hermit mode together, and not just you. Wow, this is such an interesting reading. Okay, so let me clarify. I kind of want to clarify that Six of Swords. Have Queen of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and Eight of Cups. There it is, that walking away, that leaving. I feel like it was very sudden. Like no one was expecting for this to happen. And it shook things up because I feel like this person thought that they were this Queen of Pentacles, very balanced, very cool, very like in place, very calm and serene, but they weren't. Very stable, very balanced, they weren't. And that's when they realized that, was when this person walked away, when this person died, when someone got out of their life. Okay, let me see the Three of Swords. Six of Cups, Hanged Man, Knight of Swords. Yeah, they have been ignoring their feelings for a really long time because they didn't want to think about the memories. They didn't want to think about what happened, how the relationship was, how the friendship was, how the connection with that person was. They didn't want to feel alone. And that scared them because they knew that they had you on their side. But at the same time, they did feel alone. But now, I feel like they are starting to acknowledge their feelings. And they are starting to heal that. Let me see the Hermit. Queen of Swords, Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands. I feel like they haven't really been talking about this, and you didn't really push. That was actually really good that you didn't, because I think it allowed you to be that enlightened, solid person, happy person that brought that color. But and it was, at the same time, it was good not only for that, but because it allowed them to give time to speak about that by themselves, not having to have that impulse or that trigger to talk about it. I feel like they will naturally come to this issue, come to this subject, and talk openly about it with you. That may be when you go through this thing of, oh my God, oh my God, I'm falling, you know? Of you falling a little bit too. Because you'll start understanding, you'll start realizing. It could also be something completely not related, but for most of you, I do feel like it is related. So let me see the Five of Wands on your side. So we have the King of Swords, Death, and the Emperor, King of Wands. Yeah, it could actually be related. Maybe it's an issue that they are going through and you had no idea. Maybe it is a friendship that ended and you had no idea, or a parent to someone that walked away and you didn't know. And knowing, you sort of blame yourself for not being there. It's like you should have been there. You should have been there for them. You should have known. But it's totally okay. Like, if they weren't ready to talk about it, they weren't, okay? It is not your fault at all. Alright? But I do feel like the relationship will grow so much stronger from this point on. Let me see the Four of Pentacles. Ace of Wands, Justice, and Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. They will start to finally truly balance their lives, to start over, to create stability, to create something solid. Slowly, but solid and grounded, especially. And this is sort of bad because it's almost like they need to see you in that Five of Wands and that, oh my God, I screwed up, oh my God, this is not happening to me, you know, actually feeling something else than happiness. That's sort of bad, but it is what it's looking like. It's like they need you. They need to know that you understand how they feel to actually be able to move on. Wow, okay. So let's pull some messages and advice for you. Anything else? All right. So let's see. there it is, that groundedness that I was talking about with this nature here. You also have work that ass off, and I feel like it's in the relationship, communication especially. And don't give up on the relationship. Like, things may get a little bit shaky, but I don't feel like it's big shaky, you know? Learn the lessons, hang in tight, change is coming, embrace it, because it is good change. It is good change. It is good change. This event, whatever happened, this thing that may possibly happen, that conversation, it is to make the relationship stronger. It is to possibly lead them to propose to you, or the other way around, you proposing to them. But I do feel like the relationship is going to grow and evolve in a very positive way because of that. Okay? Surrender, you've done everything you could, is that thing. Don't blame yourself, okay? You were there, you showed them happiness. You didn't let them completely fall into misery. Okay? Be unapologetically you, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, that's part of you, fine. You have that Aries energy. Just allow it to be. Don't blame yourself, really, don't blame yourself. Because you were being yourself, and they love that about you. And I feel like they actually really appreciate that about you. And they really appreciate that you didn't lose yourself, that you didn't stop being yourself just because they weren't so good. I do feel like they also disguised that a little bit. They didn't completely show that they were suffering. But that was something that they really held on to, was you being your authentic self, not really caring about anything else. You are not alone, and the right path is the one you choose to take. Okay, so let me pull some messages from this person. Okay. So, I can feel your touch. Take the lead. You are my best friend, definitely. They feel really safe with you. They feel really supported and held by you. Okay? It's not a problem anymore, which is that suffering, that person that they lost. I do feel like they came to this closure. Or they will eventually come, okay, throughout November. I'm not ready, and we also have I can't do this, and what is that talking about? I want to marry you. It's like, I do, but I can't do that right now. I'm not in the point where I'm completely balanced. I'm not still in that justice energy to actually get married to you. I want to be healthy. I want to be in a good place to give you stability. Okay, be patient. All right. So, Pisces Aries, this is what I have for you. I hope it resonated. Hope it helped somehow. And I'll see you in the next one, right? Bye-bye.